Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, San Antonio City soccer families and San Antonio soccer community at large. Welcome to our third video here of the Boys ECNL video series. Video 1 covered a state of the program review and an overview look of our program and what we've been working on this season. Video 2 jumped in a little bit into our methods and the secret sauce in terms of decision-making and the importance of decision-making. It included also some video clips and footage. You can find those linked below. And today's video will cover the ECNL national and regional teams and leagues. So the content for today, 1 will cover the purpose of this new regional league, the competition structure, our process as it relates, and then also the tryout dates and coaching slate. So right now we compete here in the National League and the club competition. The idea of the league is that to get that, they visualize it as a pyramid. To get that pyramid to grow and the tip to get higher, you have to expand the base. So this is really the purpose of the Elite Clubs Regional League, is to expand the base, to offer more consistent and professional league pathways and league management, league operations, a more professional environment for the players, coaches, and teams. They also want the clubs to be a little bit more connected to each other and to their levels of play. And this is going to serve as a testing ground for new clubs. We were tested with an invitation to showcase in Palm Coast, Florida, with a couple age groups. Now the primary basis of entry and acceptance into ECNL membership is going to be through the regional leagues and what you can do at that level as a testing ground, as a proving ground. So from our perspective, we see the purpose of the regional league to really expand and to offer more for our players and for our coaches. So we'll be working with achievement groupings, and we'll dive into that in a couple slides here. It's going to be meritocracy based. And it's going to be very fluid. We'll also be able to offer the same resources that we're currently doing for our ECNL teams through VO and Instat and all of the rest. So according to U.S. Soccer Federation estimates, there's 3 million youth soccer players. 2% of those players are in the ECNL. 10,000 youth soccer clubs, 2.4 of those clubs in the ECNL. So if you're in the ECNL, you're already a very good player. You're already a very good club. So this is the best of the best. 2 other things that I want to be able to share is the impact of meaningful games and also recruitable games. So the league has a club competition or a conference club competition in terms of how you perform through all the age groups. So these games are very meaningful. You also have qualification into a national competition and to a playoff structure. So these become very meaningful games and very exciting games, very competitive games, and really brings out the best in everyone. So that's 1 point. The second point is also recruitable games. And when you have the good players in the community, the very good players in the community, training, competing with each other, and then competing against other clubs and other communities, you have more recruitable players. You have more recruitable games. So it makes it very efficient and effective for a college coach to come out there and do that. We didn't get to experience it as much this year because of COVID and because of some of the travel budgets and because of the dead period recruiting wise for Division I. But from all accounts, there's 600 to 900 coaches, college coaches at these national showcases. So that's very exciting. We got a lot of college coaches on our sidelines for league games. So these are recruitable games. It makes it for a lot more exposure for these players that are ambitious and want to go down the college pathway. So this is what the regional league map looks like. You can see a lot of clubs here in the Northeast, Florida, Texas, California. I'm sure you'll see some expansion and growth as we go in the years, which is exciting. We want to have the best with the best, and we want it to be a meritocracy. If you're good enough, then be in the league. You know, qualify, and earn your way into the league. So the competition structure is the following. So here in the Texas Conference, one, we start with the member clubs only. So from U13 to U19, and there may be for a future consideration for the U12 age group. Some directors expressed that in the future, and I think that will happen. So the league setup, you'll get 16 games. You'll have a home and away with the South teams, and you'll have one game with the North teams. So that's a total of 16. There'll be a separate playoff structure and a separate showcase structure and opportunities here for the ECNL teams. So for our process to work, we are going to be a little bit innovative in terms of the soccer rostering, and we're going to focus on achievement groupings. So this is already being done in schools, but achievement groupings is how are you performing now? Okay, so there's going to be no fixed rosters. The rosters for the ECNL national team is going to be likely 16 players, and the roster for the ECNL regional will likely be anywhere between 16 and 18. For achievement groupings to work, then you have to have some fluidity and you have to be dynamic with it. So there's going to be opportunities for players to train. There's going to be opportunities for players to scrimmage. There's going to be opportunities for players to do tournaments. There's going to be opportunities for players to do league games. There's going to be opportunities for the players to move and go where they fit best. So it's a meritocracy. It's open. This is the message that we want to send to the players and to send to the families. It's open. There's open opportunities there. And if you're going to work hard and earn it, fantastic. Some players are going to benefit from this movement in terms of they might need a little bit extra more challenge. They might need a little bit extra push competition-wise. So that option will be there. And then certain players during the season might also benefit from having a little bit more time on the ball. So it's going to be fluid in that sense. There will be 2 parts of the season, 2 parts of the year we'll make full-time roster changes. And that will be after Thanksgiving week and after spring break week. All of the players will receive a universal high-quality curriculum. They'll be learning all the same concepts and contents and same language. So that movement can happen much easier and with more fluidity. Okay. The new teams will be training together in June, twice a week for that month of June, likely Tuesday and Thursday. We'll finalize those details and share with the families once that's finished. And that focus for June will be really to learn our club style of play, really to learn some of the concepts that we think that are fundamental for the players. We will likely also include a competition in terms of a tournament entry in the month of June. Okay. Trial dates, Monday, May 3rd and Tuesday, May 4th at Star Soccer Complex. The parents are welcome to come out. Also, all players are welcome here in the San Antonio soccer community, including the current ECNL players from outside of our club. And we're looking to evaluate players born in 2010 all the way up to 2003 for next year's teams. The coaching slate will be posted here on our social media and our website, so be on the lookout for that. And you must register to be able to be considered for an ECNL national team or an ECNL regional team next season. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your consideration. We'll see you on the fields.